Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I am bringing you episode number 39 of Throwback Thursday. Now, of course, I got this idea from my dear friend and fellow creator, Jan Van. I'll link her channel in my description box. She is just killing it with Throwback Thursdays. She's way ahead of me. I keep thinking I'm going to catch up with her, but I won't. She is just amazing, and she has really awesome taste in eyeshadow palettes. So make sure you go and subscribe to her channel, watch her Throwback Thursday series, and all of the rest of her videos, because I know you're going to love Jan. And I also want to give a huge love-filled shout out to my dear friend and subscriber, Dawn, for being the most amazing TBT cheerleader in the world. So what palette will I be using? I'm going to be using the Gourmande Girls C'est l'Amour palette. It's love. And I've had this in my collection for quite a while, and I have not used it in way too long. Now, normally I gravitate towards Oui, which is this beautiful greeny, pinky, shifty shade. But I want to do something different because I don't want to do the same thing that I would normally do with this palette. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put Noir, the black matte, across my mobile lid, and I'm going to top it with this shade here called Feminine, right? It'll be so nice when people start making palettes where you can actually read the shade names. Yes, Feminine. And then I think I'm also going to put Soiree and C'est l'Amour. Or maybe, I don't know. What does that say? Rosé. Does that say Rosé? That's my niece, my baby niece's name. That's Shawnee's cat's name. Yes, it says Rosé. I have to use that. Okay, I know what I'm using. So I'm going to use Noir, Soiree, Rosé, and then put Feminine across the lid. And I might throw something else in there, but I don't know. That black matte is one of the most pigmented and beautiful black mattes I have in my collection. It actually might be my favorite black matte in my collection. Really, it's so good. So I do have my brows done in the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel in Clear. And then I gosh, what's going on today? Wake up, Erica. This is the Juvia's Place Prep Prime Eyeshadow Primer on this eyelid. Okay, I'm gonna go find a brush. So what I'm gonna start off doing is putting the Soiree shade, the shade here, in my transition area. It's not easy for me to bypass Oui, because I'm like, Oui as in yes in French, O-U-I, not Oui as in W-E-E. Okay, but see, if you don't come in here and lay down, oh, she can open the door, but hold on just a second. Oh boy, she's really something else lately, Bitsy. I don't get it. Like, the door's open. She can clearly come in here easily or whatever. And she just, I don't know, sits in the hallway and cries. I'm like, dude, what is going on? She's been fed. She has water. She's purring. She's super like cuddly and happy. She just wants my undivided attention. Also, she gets really upset because my husband is sleeping and he has the door shut, but he kind of has to have the door shut because the cats don't always just come in and lay down and go to sleep. Sometimes they get a little obnoxious and they'll like wrestle and fight and I don't know. Or they'll like, oh, what's in this room? I mean, we've had all day to play in this room, but now we really want to explore the room and make a bunch of noise. So, you know, he likes to just keep the door shut, and she did not like to be away from her daddy. Oh no, she doesn't. She loves Paul. It's so cute. And what's funny is that, like, when Paul first wakes up in the morning, he doesn't really want to be awake. Okay, so you know, he just takes him a good while to like be hi, you know. And when he gets up, she's so excited that he's up. And she'll run over to him and she flops down on her side and then rolls over on her back so he can pet her belly. And sometimes he's just so like, I need coffee, that he just totally bypasses her, and she is just heartbroken. It's so funny. She looks at me like, did you see that? He just walked right past me, that jerk. And I'll be like, honey, I know you're just getting up, but you gotta. You gotta, you know, give her some lovin's because she'll be a mess. I like that shade. That's gorgeous. It's kind of a pinky brown. I didn't realize there was, you know, it's brown, but it's got some pink in it, it looks like. Okay, so now going into Rosé. My Rosé. She's my baby too. I'm gonna put that around the edge of that. So, you know, obviously Rosé is Shawnee's cat, and I am in love with her, okay? She can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm pretty sure Shawnee talked about the blinds situation. She had to get, replace a couple blinds in her, like, living room area because our friend Rosé had broken the blinds. And Shawnee was not thrilled about that. And I'm like, listen, she just didn't mean to, okay? I have a weird voice I do when I talk about cats, just and other things. Just go with me here. I know it's very immature and silly, but I can't help it. And that voice is based on my son's voice when he was little. He'd talk like this. And he'd say, I'm just gonna go diz it. I'm gonna diz it. So I still have that. I just speak like he did. It's so dumb, I know, but it's just what I do. Anyway, so I'm always on Rosé's side. Always on Rosé's side. And I think it's gotten Shawnee not real happy with me. Because she's like, listen, because I get really irritated with Reggie, my cat. Love him to pieces, but he's just obnoxious sometimes. I'm like, dude, no. And, you know, all cats are obnoxious. Bitsy can be obnoxious too. Everyone's obnoxious. I can be too. Very obnoxious. You guys are like, no kidding. We knew that from day one. So, you know, I get it. But Rosé's my niece. And so if that's my job is to, you know, be her advocate as her auntie, that's what I do. Like, if we could get her over here, I would spoil her rotten, you know. And quite commonly when she acts naughty, Shawnee will say, do you want to go see your auntie? Because I'm about ready to pack you up and send you over there. And I'm like, don't tease, because I'll take her. Yes, I would love to have her come stay with me. She and Reggie would be, I don't know though if she'd put up with Reggie's crap. I think she'd let Reggie have it, honestly. Bitsy and her might be friends though. Bitsy's kind of a jerk though at first. Like, she thinks she's too cool for school. And then she realizes, like, oh, maybe I'm not. And then I think she'd be fine with Rosé. But I think Rosé would want to take Reggie by the, and knock it off, Reggie. Okay, I'm gonna go back into Soiree just a little bit and add just a little bit of this in, just so it looks a little bit better blended, because I just get a kind of a harsh line sometimes, and it takes me a long time to get that blended out. Okay, so I'm done with those two shades together. I still kind of see a harsh line right there, but I can spend hours and it's, anyway, so let's just go on to the next shade, which is Noir, the black matte. I'm gonna pop that across my mobile lid, and it's gonna look really weird. I'm gonna warn you, it's gonna look really weird for quite some time. Just hang in here with me, okay? It'll get better, I promise. And when I do this type of thing, when I put like a matte across the lid, like all the way across the lid, I like to use a flatter brush like this. I don't know, packing brush, I don't know, shader, blender, I don't care. But I like to use these types of brushes because see how it's flat, and so it just deposits the shade, what was that? Deposits the shadow easily on my lid. Oh gosh, I kind of blew up some of the, by tapping it on there, I kind of blew up the shade up here. Okay, that was weird. It's just easier to deposit the shadow onto the lid and not have it usually fluff up too much. And it just, I think it, see how I'm applying it, just kind of patting it on the lid. And so when I see folks using like a brush like this to do that, I don't know. I mean, again, anyone can use a brush for whatever they want to use it for. But I just feel like, to me, it just makes more sense to use a brush like this to apply the shade the way that I'm applying it. Okay. And this is just such a great matte. It's just, I don't know. It's almost like, it's not wet, obviously, but it's got like a really nice, not dry consistency to it. Like for instance, the Jacaranda shade, that kind of purpley blue shade that's in the Natasha Denona Rocha palette, that is so freaking dry. God, it's dry. I was like, I mean, it worked okay once like when I packed it on, it was okay, but not a really good blendy shade. And this black matte does not have that weird dryness to it, and it just applies so lovingly. No, it's just a lovely shade. Jeez, leave it at that. And I just think it's great. I really do. Love it. Okay, now I'm getting some messy out here, and I'll clean that up. I don't really care. So now, though, I do, actually, I'm going to use this brush. I do want to go into Soiree, yeah, and just kind of like make the edge of this look a little bit less harsh if I can. I don't know that I can, but I'm going to try to get that to calm down just a little bit. And then I'm going to top the black matte with the feminine shade. It's gorgeous. Now, I want to say that I have done this before with the same type of application, but I used this shade, and this shade. Like, I used this shade in my transition area, blended it out with these two shades, and then I put Noir on the lid and topped it with Wee, and it was like green and red, and it looked like a total Christmas look. And I was like, that was, when did I do that last? Over the summer. I didn't film that look or anything. I just, I don't know, wanted to play with the palette. And I was like, I didn't really want a Christmas themed look, you know? I didn't want red and green. So that's why I'm doing something different, because I just wanted to, you know. I just thought, I don't want to have a red and green look, or no. I mean, this could always come back out for the holiday season for sure. And I can do that look for you guys. It was really cool looking, but I just was like, this is very Christmas, and that's not what I was going for. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into Rosé. Oh, another thing too is that when Rosé comes on to Marco Polo, you know, there's these icons that you hit, and I have a heart icon. I go bonkers hitting the heart. So funny. I mean, I love her. Her my baby. Her is my baby too. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I felt like I was able to blend that out pretty well, and it's looking okay. I'm sure it looks weird, but let's go on to the shimmer shade, Feminine, putting that across the lid over the top of the black matte. Okay, I'm going to start off by using this brush, but I might change and use my finger. Ooh, yeah, this is a nice shade. I'm using this shade as a reminder, because I don't think I held it up. I mean, I held it up earlier, but you know, if any of you have a memory like mine. Okay, so put this right here. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, wow, it's turning it like a bluey purple. I didn't know it was going to do that. I don't know what that sound was, but okay. Oh, I don't like this brush at all. This brush is just, okay, first of all, let me try my finger, and then, I will, oh my gosh, that is so freaking cool. Oh, that is awesome. I need a different brush. I need a fluffier brush. Hold on a second. Okay, I found a better brush that's a little bit fluffier. This is the cool, oh yeah, perfect. Okay, awesome. I do want to spray this just a little bit. Yeah, that picked it up beautifully. Okay, right on. Oh, much better. Okay, cool. You know, you just kind of gotta learn and get to know your brushes well, I would say, because then you kind of know, like, okay, I know I can use this because this is going to work well. Sometimes I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. You know, I'm like, I think that'll work. Oh, this is so awesome, you guys. And I love it with the browner shades too. That looks really cool. This is very different color combo than what I have done. Isn't that cool? It turned the black to like this really neat purpley blue. That is awesome. It's so fun to just play and discover new things with your eyeshadow palettes that you may not have expected, you know? I wasn't sure. I thought this might turn more pink because there's definitely some pink in that shade too. Okay, you can kind of see the pink here. Well, can you? It's more like lavender, I guess. But it's really neat. This is awesome. Wow. And I also have the Ethereal palette from Gourmande Girls, and that'll be pulled into a Throwback Thursday as well. I thought about using that one today, but then I'm like, no, I haven't used the C'est l'Amour in a long time, and I'm like, I think I know what I want to do with it, but I got to get out of wanting to use We, because that's the shade I always want to use when I play with it. It's beautiful. And there's a reason why I love to play with it, because it's amazing. Okay, so now what I want to do is take this brush that I popped the Noir shade on with, of course, you watched me do it, and I'm not going to put anything additional on it. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to kind of go around the edge of the shimmer with this brush and just kind of fluff the shimmer up a little bit if I can, while trying to maintain a little bit of the depth from the Noir shade too. I don't know if it's going to work, but it might. We'll see. Because I don't want the shimmer to be too like harsh line. I want it to try to kind of bleed into the black a little bit if I can. I don't know that I can do this, but I'm going to try. Now what I will do is go back in with Soiree with this brush and just kind of, you know, go around the edge of the black again, just so it's nicely blended. Make it a little lighter. I mean, I don't want to lose the black completely, but I do want to have it be just a nice nice blend. I'm in a real great headspace this morning. I'm really excited to go to work. I'm really excited for my coworkers to work with me today and see how fun it's going to be for them when I can barely get a coherent sentence out of my mouth. Now going back into Rosé and putting this around the edge, and then I'm done. And I do have quite a bit of crap down here, which I'll clean up, of course. That's why I don't ever do my face first, because there's no point. There's just no point. I really think this turned out cool, so I'm gonna go clean this up, do my other eye, of course, the rest of my face. I'll come back. So this, of course, is my finished look, and I absolutely love it. This is not the look that I thought I was gonna get today. I don't know why, but I just love it. I do. It was a surprise to me that this is how everything turned out. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, I also want to mention before I move on and show you guys everything I have on my face that I curled my hair today, and this is going to stay like this for about 10 more seconds, and then it's going to go completely stick straight. I don't know why I bother curling my hair. And I put all the stuff in it that they tell you to put in it to make your curls. No, didn't work. Okay, so my base products, same exact trio I've been using in the last lots of videos, of course. Bronzer, I use the LYS. This is the No Limits Matte Bronzer in Motivate or Light. And this is now in my Def Leppard panning project. The panning project check-in video will come up after this, so this might be a little confusing, but I don't think anybody really cares. Really enjoy this. My friend Julia sent this to me, and I love it. I love it. My first time using it, and I love it. For my highlighter and also in my inner corners, I use the Aurora Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I use this shade right here called Luna. It's gorgeous, really pretty. Used it several times. Maybelline New York Sky High mascara, and then the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Felt Tip Liner in black on my upper lids. My lipstick, I use the Colored Rain Lip Lacquer in Cherry Blossom. I just felt like I had to have a statement lip, a red statement lip with this eye look, and I just love it. This is my favorite red lip product I have in my collection. Blush, Blame It on the Blush palette from Mama Mitchell. Use this shade at first called Hint of Innocence, and I felt like, I don't know, not necessarily the right tone for my face. I don't know. And so then I grabbed Milkshake and put a little bit of that. I don't know that that was necessary. I don't know that this is the right tone of blush for my look today, but. Okay, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Gourmande Girls C'est l'Amour. Oh, I love this palette. This black matte is truly, I really believe it's my favorite black matte in my collection. I've got some good black mattes in my collection, but damn, this one's nice. It's not dry, it's not patchy, it applies well, packs on well, but also blends well too. So good. Soiree and Rosé. Rosé, who's my baby too. Rosé, if you're watching this, I'm sorry if Auntie is embarrassing you, but I love you. I do love you, and I'll make a fool for myself, or fool out of myself for you any day of the week. Okay, these two together were gorgeous. And on my lower lash lines, I put Noir and Soiree. But the real of this look is the feminine shimmer shade. I can definitely see the blue and purple in the shade now, but for some reason I thought it was going to be like a baby pink over the black. I don't know why, but I love that it was blue and purple. You know, that really surprised me. I don't know why, because I can definitely see the blue and purple in the shade now. But it did. It surprised me, and I just love it. I love the smokiness of it, the depth of it. I think the red lip adds a vampy, maybe sexy. I don't know. Touch to the look, and thoroughly impressed with this palette. And I'm really happy that I pulled it out and used it today. And I'm really glad that I didn't use this shade, even though it's my favorite shade in the palette and it's really hard for me not to use it. I'm really glad I did something different. I love it. Love this brand. Love this brand. And I definitely want to pull in the ethereal palette from Gourmande Girls into a Throwback Thursday very soon, very soon. So let me know what you think of this look. Let me know if you have the eyeshadow palette and what you think of it. And let me know if you've ever put this combination of shadows together from the palette before. I'd love to chat with you about it in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.